This is Sky with Smart Poker Study. If you want to start improving your skills and your results this year without hiring a coach, you need to do your studies in an effective manner. The study strategies I'm going to give you in this video allow you to do this on your own without any special software or any assistance, really. Now, this is a simple and beginner-friendly plan that you can use starting today. Let's get into this. Gambate!
Yeah, this is big brain time.
The foundation of effective poker studies is built on two key ideas. Number one is learn something, do something. Number two, repetition builds effectiveness. Now, these two concepts will help you get the most out of your poker study time, whether you're studying for just 5 minutes a day or 55 minutes per day. They'll also help you prepare for additional studies in the future, like using solvers and higher concept applications. Let's dive into learn something, do something. First, most people just watch a training video or they read a chapter in a book and they don't practice what they learned, so that study time is mostly wasted. Learn something, do something will have you purposefully practicing everything you learn. If a video teaches you how to check raise bluff, but you don't actually practice the strategies, did you really learn how to check raise bluff? My answer is no, you didn't. Action is the greatest teacher, so you must practice what you learn to improve your skills and your results. Now, repetition builds effectiveness. Back in school, you were taught that 2 times 2 equals 4. But you didn't hear it just one time, and now it's magically ingrained in you. Your teacher gave you multiplication tables, and you wrote the answer over and over again along with the answers to 3 times 6 and 12 times 12. Now that repetition, even if you intuitively grasp the concept to start, that's what led you to actually learning multiplication. Grasping the concept plus repetition leads to ingrained skills. That same thing that happened when you were a little kid happens now, later in life, in poker. So progress in your studies, it's going to take time. You probably won't ingrain anything in your skill set in your first day of study, but that's okay. By studying today, you're going to work to build foundational study skills, and you will gradually challenge yourself to do more as time goes on, and you'll improve in ways that you never thought possible. Let me show you how to get into these two foundational concepts as a complete beginner. In order to get your studies on, you need to decide what one skill you want to build this week. Choose the skill, and then find a YouTube video to study. And the reason why I recommend YouTube videos is because everybody likes studying videos, and they're absolutely for free, and there's a billion out there for you. Watch the training video, take notes in your poker journal, and to get a free journal, go to smartpokerstudy.com/journal. Boom, right there, Word document journal. Practice the strategies that you learn in-game, and then afterwards, you're going to review hands related to your strategy focus. Now, this is the simplest way to get your studies on by yourself. Now, you might be asking, Sky, how often should I study? As a beginner, I recommend aim for 5 days a week, 20 minutes per day. It's as simple as that to begin your study journey. Now, you will encounter some challenges, and you might even have some nagging doubts and questions in your mind right now. First off, you might say, whoa, I'm not used to study. I'm 45 years old. Last time I studied was 18 years old in high school, 27 years ago. Here's the thing about study. Studying is just a skill like any other skill, like any poker skill that you want to build. If you're not used to study, I want you to block time in your daily schedule for 5 20-minute study sessions each week. And I'm going to give you a 5-day schedule in just a little bit. Scheduling your studies helps you to get it done every week, and it builds the habit of study. Another challenge for you, beginners can be super excited to study, but they push themselves to do too much and they end up getting burned out. Let's be realistic and start super simple. Maybe you've never studied poker. Like I said, 27 years ago, 18 years old was the last time you studied anything. Everybody has 20 minutes a day to study, and it's less than an episode of television, and heck, 20 minutes a day will not burn you out, and you can learn a lot in that very short amount of time. And like I said, we're starting simple. Over time, as you learn to enjoy studies, you get more out of it and you want to study more, Increase it 30, 40, 55 minutes. Another challenge you might face, you don't know what to take note of. At first, simply take note of anything that you want to remember in the future. Over time, your repetition with note taking will help you intuit what notes to take. Now, your first set of notes might be a full 2 pages of notes on a 5-minute video, but over time, you'll become more efficient with note taking. You'll whittle out the unnecessary stuff and just keep the most important stuff that you want to take with you into the future. And another challenge, some videos are super long. I'm sure you've pulled up 30 to 40-minute videos on YouTube in the past. Now, this is where learn something, do something steps in. You're watching a long video. As soon as you learn something in a video and you say to yourself, hey, I need to practice that, stop the video. Take note of this timestamp, right? You have your poker journal open. Note that at 4 minutes and 44 seconds, you stop the video. Now, play a session and practice that thing that you learned that you feel is absolutely necessary that you must practice. Tomorrow, just return to that 4 minute and 44 second timestamp and resume your studies. And here is a top recommendation for players new to studying. Study time is warm-up time. So do your 20 minutes of study right before you play and you practice for 1 or more hours. The study time, that 20 minutes, it's going to prime your mind for poker and it's going to help you play and practice effectively. Now here's my simple 1-week study plan for you. We're going to start on Mondays, right? Everybody studies on Monday. Study and take notes with your poker journal. Choose one thing to practice, then open up 1 or 2 tables and practice it for 1 or more hours. Next day, day 2. Re-study that item. Let's imagine you were just watching a 5-minute video. Re-watch it, add to your notes, and then practice for 1 or more hours again. Now, if you just watch 5 minutes of the video, but there's still 25 minutes, hey, resume at that 5-minute mark. Add to your notes, practice for 1 or more hours. On Wednesday, let's take a rest or maybe just play and practice. You've already studied for 2 days. You have tons of notes to review that stuff, and then practice. Thursday, this is fun. Review some hands in your Poker Tracker 4 database related to that strategy that you're practicing. Find any mistakes that you make, and then practice again and work to not repeat your mistakes. Here's the thing about finding mistakes. You just now learned a brand new strategy. It's your first time ever practicing as well. You might not catch any mistakes on this first day, Thursday, of reviewing hands. But tomorrow, if you review some hands, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, if you review some hands, I guarantee you'll start finding mistakes. Bad bet sizes, bad boards to focus on, bad opponents to tackle. Because you're studying, you're building the strategies within your mind. You're going to notice in prior hands when you done screwed up. Trust me. Then, of course, everybody's favorite day of the week, Friday. Just practice today for 1 or more hours. And it's a good idea on that Friday to warm up by reviewing your notes. On Saturday, re-study that item that you studied or resume from a timestamp. Add more to your notes and then practice for 1 or more hours. And then Sunday, a rest day or just play and practice with the strategy. And of course, if you are going to play, warm up with your notes. One of the great things about this is week 1, you'll see some benefits that will naturally lead to week 2, then week 3, and week 4. You're going to find some progression, of course, in your skills and your results, but in your study skills as well. So on Monday of the next week after week number 1, assess your progress with the strategy that you're studying. Continue with that same strategy or move on to a new strategy if you feel it's necessary, and then repeat that same 1-week study plan Monday through Sunday with a couple of rest or maybe play-only days. At the end of each week, you will have studied one strategy. This is great, right? For 1 hour and 40 minutes. Think about all the years that you've been playing poker up to this point. Have you studied any given week for over an hour? Even over 20 minutes in a week? There's a very good chance that you haven't. You follow this plan, you will have studied for at least 1 hour and 40 minutes. You will have played with purpose and practiced for over 5 hours. You used to be one of that 95% of your competition that your current you, are doing more than. I want you to stick with this 5-day per week study plan, and I guarantee you will see continual improvements. One thing about poker study is that it's a beneficial cycle. Effective study will lead to improvement. That improvement will lead to more study motivation because you're going to say, holy cow, last week I studied an hour and 40 minutes. I played for over 5 hours. I practiced all my strategies and my skills are exploding through the roof. My results are better than ever. I need to study more. And with that additional motivation, it's going to lead to more improvement. And then more motivation and more improvement, a beneficial cycle. And this ultimately will just propel your results through the roof, build your bankroll, and push you up through the limits. Now it's time for you to take action and put this 5-day self-study plan into play. If you like the video, please like the video down below, subscribe for more, and leave a comment. Tell me this coming Monday what strategy you're going to focus on for the coming week. I'll see you in the next video. Gambate!